As Jews, we are dissuaded strongly from sheep mentality. The Torah, we've always known, you grow up, the Torah encourages you to question. It encourages you to question. It means wants you to think. Think for yourself. This is not a black and white world where you ask questions and you get robotic answers. You have to apply your mind. And applying your mind to life has risks because you can make mistakes. But nevertheless, Hashem wants you to apply your mind. And saw in this last week's parasha, Nadav and Avihu, Aaron's two sons, they applied their minds. And they brought an incense offering to the Mishkan on the day of its inauguration that Hashem never commanded them to do. But by application of their mind, they thought it was the right thing to do, and they got killed for it. So it's risky business. But on that self-same day, the Torah says that Moshe came screaming at Aaron's other two sons and asked them, why didn't you eat the korban chatas, the sin offering that was brought today? Did you take it out of the curtains, where if you take it out of the yard area of the Mishkan, it becomes invalid and you have to burn it? Could you have done that on your first day of service? Did you invalidate the offering? They said, no. They said, okay, well, you've lost your brothers. Did you sacrifice it on the altar as a oinen, which is someone who's lost a close relative on the day of their funeral? Because then it would also have made it possible. That's why you would have burnt it. And Aaron said to Moshe, no, they didn't do that. I'm the Kohen Gadol, and the Kohen Gadol is allowed to bring a sacrifice even on the day when he's lost a close relative, and I brought it. And Moshe said, so why didn't you eat it? You know that if you don't eat from the sin offering, the atonement for the people doesn't happen. The way they get atoned is if the Kohanim eat from it. Why didn't you eat from it? I told you explicitly that you should eat from it. And Aaron tells Moshe the most remarkable thing. He says to him, it's a bit technical, the answer, but it's not important, the technicalities, but I'm going to say it over. He said, Moshe, you instructed us to eat the mincha. That mincha was a once-off offering that was brought on the day of the inauguration of the temple, of the Mishkan. It was a special offering. If Hashem told you to eat that one when you've lost a close relative, why didn't he tell us to eat the sin offering, which was a Rosh Chodesh sin offering, which you're going to give forever? So I thought for myself, said Aaron, that it must be Hashem specifically instructed you regarding the mincha offering because it's a once-off, and you'd override the rules for once-offs. But for ongoings, for an ongoing Rosh Chodesh sin offering, he would not override the rules. And so on my own volition, I instructed my sons and myself that I would bring the offering on the Mizbech, but I wouldn't eat it. Now imagine the guts of Aaron. On the day when his sons died for thinking for themselves, that he continues to think for himself and analyze and infer and assess, what is it that Hashem wants from me? It's not in black and white, it's in no book. What does Hashem want from me? The ability to do that, and the fact that he did that on such a tragic day where his sons died for doing that, shows us how important and fundamental it is to being Jewish. You cannot live without your own brain, with your own thoughts, with your own application of mind to your life and to your situation. And Moshe responds to Aaron and he says, you're 100% right. I forgot, that's exactly what Hashem told me, and I didn't tell it over to you. He told me, only the once-off offerings, the oinains can eat. But the continual offerings, the Rosh Chodesh sin offering, they may not eat from. You did right. But he only did right because he applied his mind and he thought about it. He wasn't looking for answers for anyone else or from anyone else or from any book. He thought about it himself with the knowledge that he knew, and with his own objectivity, applied his mind and made a risky decision. And that's what Hashem wants us to do in our lives. Apply our minds, don't be sheep, think. All my love, missing everybody very, very much, and can't wait for the day when we reunite again.